everyone, and this is a minimalism video for my channel. It's been a while, so let me just preface this with a few things because this is going to be a challenge month, which you're probably saying, but you didn't finish the challenge from this year. Well, technically I kind of did. So the challenge that I was going to do in 2018 from the Messy Minimalist, she kind of stopped doing it. I think she did an April or May challenge, and it was basically to put anything that you're considering decluttering but have a hard time doing it, to put it in a box for 6 months. And if you don't ever go and pull it out, then you just blindly get rid of the box. I don't really have an issue getting rid of something. Like, it doesn't take me long to decide, like, if I'm kind of on the fence about it, it doesn't take me long to decide yes or no. So I just never really did that month because it didn't really apply to me, because I wouldn't have had anything to show putting in a box. But other than that, Rachel had a baby, and so she kind of stopped doing the challenge. I don't know if she's going to pick it back up, but one of my friends, Helga Marie, she is doing, I think it's 2 challenges, but one of them is called the RC Declutter Challenge, and then she's doing a Commit 30 challenge, and so I kind of want to do the same thing, but I chose a different commit calendar than Helga, because 1, I couldn't find the one that she's using, and 2, the one that I found is more about, I guess it's pretty similar, actually, like it's different, like areas of your house, or like specifically like your wardrobe or something like that. But hers started out with clean out a junk drawer, and I don't think any of the ones that I found like have that specific, but they're more of like key areas, like your car or your closet or your bathroom, your pantry, those kinds of things. So I think what I want to do is I want to use the Commit 30 calendar to help me with my RC Declutter challenge, which is the other half of what my friend Helga is doing. And what that is during the month of September, whatever day it is of the month, so like the 1st, you find 1 item in your house to declutter. So every day you increase the number by 1. So on day 2, you find 2 items to declutter. Now, it's already the 3rd of September because I just got back into town yesterday. So I think I'm going to make this like a weekly or maybe like a bi-weekly update. So throughout this month, I'm going to record myself daily or every like 2 or so days with the items that I decluttered for those days, and either do, like I said, a week or a bi-monthly video to show you what I'm decluttering this month. And it can be from anything, anywhere. Granted, like the days that it's like the pantry or something, I can't really, I mean, I'll be decluttering, but it's not something to like donate or whatever. So I'll find something else for those kinds of days. Cause like also my car is incredibly, like literally nothing's in it. So I can't really declutter anything from my car. So, you know, it might not, the items might not always coincide with whatever the calendar says, but it's kind of like clean a section of your house in every month, like in the month, and also get rid of items. So I think it's a really cool idea. Hopefully I can keep up with it. This month is going to be a little crazy, but I'm cool with that. So yeah. Throughout these videos, you will see my makeup, my hair, my outfits different, and that's because they're different days. So anyways, I'm going to go find items for the first 3 days of the month of September, because, like I said, I just got into town last night. So it's going to be 6 items. Wow. hopefully I don't get carried away and find way more than that, because I probably could. So I'm gonna go work on that, and I will see y'all in just a second. So honestly, it's been like 3 minutes. That was so easy for me to do. Kind of crazy. And I've already seen like more stuff that I want to put in this pile. I'm trying to hold off. Okay, so the first item is this keychain. It's so cute. It's a Coach keychain. I literally received this as a Christmas gift 10 or 11 years ago. My cousins gave it to me for Christmas, and I've only kept it, 1, because it was Coach, and 2, because it was cute. But this isn't, I don't even, like, this dog isn't that cute. I really kept it because it was Coach. But I have a ton of Coach purses, and I use the word ton lightly. No, I have a few. I never put it on it, and I have other Coach keychains that I actually interchange with my purses, and this one never made the cut, so I'm gonna finally get rid of this. Another thing is I bought like the day before I went out of town, this new little like caddy thing at Hobby Lobby to hold all my pins, my checkbooks, my address stamper, and things like that for my counter, because I had too much going on and it kind of like spread out too much, and it was just annoying. And so I wanted it all together because they all went together. And all my pins used to be in this fish bowl on the counter, in the giant spread of the checkbooks and the stampers and all that kind of stuff. So I need to get rid of that little fish bowl. The next thing is this welcome sign. So my dad got this for me when I had my black lab. It's so cute, but I never put it like out on my front door because this kind of stuff just isn't me. So I had it in the kitchen, but whenever I repainted my kitchen, I put up different decorations because it used to be like right here. I took it down a really long time ago, like about 6 or 7 months ago, and I've been asking him if he wants it, and he keeps on saying yes, but then he never takes it, and it's literally been sitting right by the door. So I'm just gonna finally get rid of it. He doesn't remember, and I don't want it. The next thing are these 2 little cows. I hand painted these. I bought the raw wood designs at a craft fair 10 or 11 years ago, and I painted them, and I really liked them, and they used to go in my kitchen on each side of my kitchen window. Well, yeah, I have 2 cow paintings in here, but that's not really like the theme that I wanted my kitchen to really take on. I just kind of did it. And so I want to put some other stuff there. I want to put some of my stitching that I've done that's kind of like kitchen related. And so I just don't have a place to put them. They are still really adorable. They're really cute. I made them. Well, I painted them. But yeah, not for me anymore. Okay, so the next item is this little guy. This is a Scentsy buddy. I sell Scentsy. Maybe not for too much longer, but I do sell Scentsy, and so over the time I have bought a couple of the buddies that I thought were some of like the cutest and things like that, and this is one of them. But I have some stuffed animals that actually mean a lot to me, and honestly I would just rather have them. So that brings me to my 6th item for the first 3 days, and that's this little guy. So this is the chameleon from Tangled. And I really got him because I thought he was really cute. I love Pascal in the movie, but also I had a chameleon growing up, so I just thought it was really fun. But once again, every time I look over to where it was sitting in my room, I kind of just got annoyed. So I've actually been wanting to move it to the donation bag for a while. So I'm finally gonna do it. Anyways, those are my first 6 items. I'm really excited and I cannot wait for the next days to come. Okay guys, so it's actually day 5 and today is the kitchen. Day 4 was toys. Or not toys, that was day 3. Oh my god, day 4 was kids clothes. I don't have a kid, so I don't have any kids clothes. So what I did do was I went through some of my Scentsy supplies and I have some items to get rid of. It's more than 4, but I'm gonna count them kind of as like collections or sets. So I still have in the package this gallery frame from the 10-year anniversary. I don't even have a gallery frame warmer. Why do I have this? I have 2 sets of molds for samples. I haven't made samples in almost 2 years because no one cares. And unless you're hosting a party, no one cares. I have this mug, which is what I used to use to warm up my samples and pour them into the molds. And I have a ton of Scentsy spatulas. I don't need this many. I bought these for a party that I had and I made little goodie bags. So away with the spatulas. So for day 5, it's kitchen, but I do have 2 items left from Scentsy supplies. So whenever I hosted parties, I would put all the different scents, the minis and the big ones, in these different bowls. So that way you could pass around the entire like scent collection and stuff. Yeah, again, haven't had a party where I needed these in 2 years. So I'm gonna donate these. I'm gonna count this as 2 items for the 2 different sizes. You may say that's sneaky, but for somebody who's constantly decluttering their house year round, I don't feel like it's that sneaky. So now we're gonna go into the kitchen and see what we can declutter in there. Okay, so one thing that I'm not short of in my kitchen is coffee and tea mugs. I have quite a few. And I like that they're all different and some of them are old. Like I have one that was my mom's, actually a couple that were my mom's. I have some that were mine from whenever I was a kid, and then I have some newer ones that I've collected. So I realized that I have 2 of these Pearland ones from when my mom worked at the school. So I'm gonna keep the one that's closest to my face right now because it's less hazy, it's more clear. Because I don't need 2 of those. So I'm just gonna keep one because it's a nice, really small one that you can use like for milk or juice, but it has an actual handle. And then I'm going to get rid of this. I painted this one myself at a pottery place. I put my sorority letters on it, but that'll be fine. Back in 2008. I literally never use this. I don't even leave it out for fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of this. So that is 4 out of 5 items. So I am going to look for some more stuff and I will check back with you in just a second. So this wasn't in my kitchen, but I sincerely declutter way too often, guys. So something that I was going to keep and buy a refill for was my old Franklin planner from whenever I first started college. I don't know how I found this, but it was my school colors. I really liked it, but I am now obsessed with plum paper planners that are super customizable and have like fitness, meal planning, and stuff like that sections. And I actually today bought my 2019 planner. It should be here later this month. Anyways, I'm going to finally get rid of this. I have completely cleared it of anything that was mine. Going through this was crazy. I found some really interesting stuff from 13 years ago, but I'm gonna finally donate this and maybe somebody else will just buy a Franklin planner refill. These are so expensive. So yeah. Gonna say goodbye to my 13-year-old planner. It's still in really good shape. Anyways, there you go.
5 items for day number 5.
Hey guys, so it is day 6, and day 6 on the 30-day declutter challenge location-wise is nightstands. Now, I don't have a traditional nightstand. I have one of these like 6 cubby drawer things. So I'm gonna go through it and see what I can get rid of. I am really tempted to get rid of my Sonic Boom alarm clock. The only thing that I use it for nowadays is literally the larger like time on to like look over and see it. But now that I have my Fitbit that's also a watch, I don't use it for an alarm anymore. So I honestly think I'm gonna get rid of that and kind of clear some stuff up here. Otherwise, really the only stuff in this cubby is a single stuffed animal, which I love, and a stack of books, but they are books that I'm in the middle of, or they are the rest of this series, the Aurora Tea Garden series, that if I could just get finished with this book, I would probably fly through the rest of them. I kind of, the Hallmark Channel started doing the movies a while ago, like years ago, and I accidentally watched that movie before I was done with the book, and it made it harder to finish reading the book. And they've come out with movies of some of the books after it, and I haven't watched them because the books are better. So Potter's being really weird. Anyways, the only things that I have is I do have one of these cubby boxes, and it's filled with old electronics. I did recently go through and get rid of a ton of them. I just do have a couple of cords. This looks like a whole lot of cords, but it's actually not. It's 3 lightning cords, and I know at least one of them does not work. And one original Apple cord with the like bigger, I forget what they were called, but the larger charger. And I have a couple products still that use that, so I can't get rid of it. But I am going to test those. Obviously, if they're bad, I'm just going to throw them out, and I don't count those as an item. So I don't know if I already said this, but if it is an item that I'm going to try and sell or get money for, or if it just, I'm getting rid of it by throwing it away because it's like broken or something, I'm not counting that as a declutter item for a number of items that like a day. So yeah, so I am gonna do my clock, so I'm gonna unplug that, and then everything else in here, there's literally a stuffed animal and some books, and that is it, and this little cubby thing. So that's pretty empty. I do have one more cubby box, but there's nothing in it. It's literally just over here. So this I am on the fence on. I'm gonna see if I can make it work, or this weekend I have another idea of how to kind of like hang the cords that I use the most in my bedroom next to my bed. This is supposed to be like weighted, and you put your cords through it, but sometimes it like pulls and moves. So I'm thinking that this weekend, if I can't find a better alternative, I may try to put a 3M hook on the back of this and attach it to the cubbies to see if maybe that'll work. And if it does, great. And if I find a better solution, then later on this weekend, this will be one of my items. It does work, and I don't hate it. I just wish there was a way of tacking it. But I do have another idea that might be better and less bulky. And so I'm going to see if I can find one around here. And if I can't, I'll try the 3M thing. And if it doesn't work, I'll get rid of that. And if it does work, I'm going to keep it because my cords are always falling and then Potter tries to eat them. So I need kind of a way to, if anything, make them dangle a little bit more out of his constant reach, if that makes sense. So, anyways, let me unplug this and I'll go search for some more items. So I found items 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I need one more item for today. One of the items seems really silly, but I'm donating this stuff to a shelter that has kids and stuff in it, and they go through the items, they see what they can actually use at the shelter, and whatever they can't, they then take it to the resale shop because they're a nonprofit. So I'm gonna donate this. This was one of my freebies with one of my fabrics of the month this a couple months ago, July's I think. Obviously, it's patriotic. Anyways, I'm not gonna use this, and if they can pull this out and some little kid at the shelter can use this, it's a little notepad and a pen, so that's gonna be an item, say what you want. And then I had to put something in my closet really fast, so I pulled out 2 hats that I do not wear and I'm not going to wear, so those can go, and a really nice pair of Cole Haans. Probably only worn them once or twice, very brand new, size 10. They hurt my feet really bad, so they have to go. Let's go find one more item. I know the kitchen was literally the other day, but I bought this almost 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago, because 16 is highlighted on the barcode number. I bought this 2 years ago for $7. A mini waffle maker. Yeah. I think if I want waffles, I will stick to freezer or going to a restaurant for them. Because clearly, I love waffles, but I don't love them this much. And I've had a ton of waffles in the last 2 years, so yeah, time for this to go. So it is day 7, so 7 items. Today's room is bathroom number 1. I guess technically my bathroom should be the first bathroom, but I'm gonna go through the hall bathroom first and see what I can find in here. Because there's not a whole lot of stuff in here. There is one item that this is definitely going. I kept this cup for the longest time for whenever I gave Potter baths to help, you know, like with the water. He doesn't like it. So it's kind of a no-go, you know, as things are sometimes. So he doesn't really like it. I'm not gonna torture him with it. And yeah, so that's gonna go. So I just checked the top shelf space, and everything up there is pretty much toiletries and towels that guests can use and things like that. So I'm gonna check under the cabinet. Really, there's not a whole lot under there. There are some beach towels and stuff, so maybe I can get rid of a beach towel or 2. And then I'm gonna check in a couple other places, and yeah, so 1 out of 7 items. Okay, so that was the only item that I could get from the bathroom, but I'm also donating this little guy. This was a Plush of the Month club. He's super cute. He's from Heidi Kenny. It's a collector's item, actually. It's number 6 out of 200. It's super cute. She's an artist, but I just don't need it. It literally just collects dust. A pillow from my sorority days. Another Scentsy Buddy. Super cute little Scout the dragon, but why? This Vera Bradley crab keychain. I got him for free. They were doing a deal one time, and I've never even taken the price tag off to use him, so he can go. This little bag that I made one time out of a screen tee and a CD, because it's already on my iPod, so why do I need a physical copy? So those are my 7 items for today. I think tomorrow will be the last day for this week's updates. So I think they're gonna go from Sunday to Saturday, because I like to upload my minimalism videos on Sunday. So tomorrow will be the last day for this little vlog. Follow me around collecting things, whatever I'm gonna end up calling it. It is definitely getting hard to find stuff because I declutter so often. This might get really hard as the number of the days go up. I might have to reevaluate it can't include items that I'm going to try and sell, or items that are literally trash. So that's another thing that I kind of wanted to like bring up. So I started following the person who created this challenge, and her day 6, like 3 of the items were broken things, or literally like items that needed to be that had already been replaced. So they weren't being donated, they were just trash. And I've been trying not to count those types of things because I feel like that's literally just counted as trash. But what do y'all think? Or if you're decluttering it for the purpose of selling it, does that count as an item? Because then this won't be as difficult for me. But if it's items strictly to donate that don't have to be trashed or aren't going to be resold, if it's, you know what does that make sense? What would y'all count? Do y'all count items that something can't be done with them again? Or items that you're wanting to profit from? Those kinds of things, do those count? Anyways, leave that in one of your comments down below, because I am curious to see what you think. Because like I said, I never saw the original post or anything for this challenge. I saw it from my friend. So I don't know like what official rules or whatever. I know you take them and you do what you want with them. And I kind of saw that as like a form of, I guess, cheating. If it was like a broken mug or whatever, well, how is that? I mean, yes, it's decluttering, but at the same time, I don't know, I guess like I need to reevaluate what I consider decluttering, if that makes sense, in challenges like this. So I'm just curious. As the weeks go on, it's going to be a lot harder for me to find items that are strictly for donation because I declutter so often. So if it's also items that have been broken or something that I literally just need to get rid of and just haven't for whatever reason, like I was gonna fix it or whatever, or items that I don't want anymore but I want to try and sell, should those count? And if they do, which now that I'm saying it out loud and just rambling to y'all, I feel like they should count. I don't know, so we'll see. But yeah, just let me know what you think about it. How would you approach this challenge? I'm really curious to know. And yeah, in like 5 seconds, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so I look more like crap than what I normally do, but I am doing some yard work this morning. So I thought more about it last night, and truthfully, saying it out loud and rambling to y'all made me realize, like, yeah, if it's stuff that's literally still sitting around that you were going to fix or whatever, and you just haven't ever done it, and now it's kind of like, I'm never gonna do that, might as well get rid of it. I
I think it's silly to put a restriction on myself for donation stuff only, and non-sell stuff. I think that is silly. So I kind of solved it myself, but I would still like to hear y'all's opinions down in the comments below. But I am working in my yard today. I've already done the front yard, but I need to do the back a little bit at least, because you can only get rid of like weeds and branches and stuff like that, like smaller ones, in the biodegradable like brown paper sacks. And so the little bit that I needed to like pull and stuff in the front yard will not fill up a bag, but what I have to do in the backyard definitely will fill up at least 2. So I'm probably not gonna get it all done because it's almost 11 now, and which means it's about to start getting really hot. Let me see how hot it is. Yeah, it's just over 80 degrees, but there is kind of still a nice breeze. And where I need to pull some weeds is in my garden, and right now that's completely shaded, so not super worried about it. However, anyways, long story short, there are some things in my yard that I need to get rid of. So like some of it is some broken pots, and one is this monkey thing. I'll explain, I will show, I will explain, and yeah, those items need to be counted, but it's stuff that I've been needing and thinking about needing to get rid of. So I'm going to use them as some of my 8 items for today, and I will show you what one of the first ones is, and then it's kind of fun because then you get to see like what I'm up to in my yard today. So the first one is this guy right here. We had this whenever I was a lot younger, and he used to have like vines and stuff, and you like watered them. It was like a really big thing in the early 90s. They might still be a thing, I'm not sure. Anyways, the structure is kind of cool. I don't know if I should just clean out all of the old dirt and stuff and just keep the monkey structure, because I actually really kind of like it. It's kind of like an art piece, and I've literally had it hanging in a yard for forever. But whatever I decide to do, either he's straight up getting trashed, or I'm going to clean out all this old clotted up dirt that has literally been in this frame well over 20 years. So I may get him a little like wet or whatever, and try to pull some of this off and see what the frame looks like. So he may or may not be going. I have a messed up shepherd's hook, so if I cannot fix it, that's going, because if you can't fix it, you can't fix it, but if I can, that's staying. And then I have some busted up plastic pots. Those are getting tossed. I have 2 of them. So there's 2 of my 8 items, 100% for sure. And then another item. So I have a hammock. Ooh, wrong side. I have a hammock, and this is the pillow that came with it. Never use it. I have a nicer hammock pillow that I actually leave indoors, and so that can go. So that's item number 3. Another item is my covers. Yeah, they need to be replaced. They're all disgusting. They're multiple years old. They don't have good seals anymore. So I know for a fact there are 2 that I'm going to get rid of. So that's 5 out of 8 items. Then another thing that I have is this basket of old dog toys. Now I'm not getting rid of all of them, but I am going to go through and get rid of the ones that are in super bad shape, which is most of them, but there is like 1 or 2 that they're really old. So one, we've had them for like decades, but also we've had them for decades because they're like super durable, crazy strength toys. So I'm not gonna get rid of those. So just doing some cleaning up and whatnot. And actually, I also think I'm gonna get rid of my little garden gnome because he's very broken. He's broken. He's really cute, but he's faded, he's broken. So I am gonna get rid of him. So that's 6. I have another gnome that's not broken, but he is completely faded. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can paint him and put him back out in the yard. But if I can't easily paint him, that's the key, easily paint him, he's gonna go too. So then that would be 7. So we'll see. I'll update you and then show some updates of what the yard looks like after I get some of this stuff taken care of. So, okay.
See you in a minute.
So, executive decision. Donating the hammock pillow. I've just been working in the yard and I didn't work on my garden where it was shaded because now it's not. And now it's also 90 degrees. So I'm giving up for the day. But I got 2 bags filled from stuff growing on the fence just next to my garden. So tomorrow morning I'll tackle the garden. And I'll be out here way earlier so we have more time. Okay, but as far as donation items go, because that's this video, not a gardening video, donating the ceramic monkey, donating the gnome that's in really good condition but could be painted, donating the hammock pillow, trashing the old monkey. I don't want to put in that much work, and I just don't. But the old monkey, the broken gnome, the 2 pots, the faucet covers, the dog toys, and also some solar lights that sit like in pots because they don't work anymore and they're broken, and so getting rid of those. I think that's 9 items. So, but you know what? I'm okay with being an item over, and I'm not going to count it towards tomorrow because I've gotten all the trash out of my backyard now, so I'm happy with that. I mean, aside from the weeds. So, anyways, that is this week's declutter, which is just a reminder, an item a day, and I'm using the room guide. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what today's room guide was for. So tomorrow, for day 9, for 9 items, that's my neighbor's dog, by the way. But for 9 items, I will just try to do tomorrow's room and what today's area or room was. So I think that'll be really good. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I hope y'all like these videos, and I will see y'all next week with another week full of decluttering. Bye guys.